Welcome back. Elon Musk putting in a bid for Twitter at $54.20 per share. And Brian, guess what? We got Mark Cuban weighing in on the matter. He just tweeted, Elon may have started this, but his threat to sell his shares if Twitter says no, open the door for those tech giants to walk in for relatively little money and grab huge influence at Twitter or possibly a direct path to acquisition. Elon will smile all the way to the bank. Sazi, we've been talking about the various angles to this story. I think the hot takes are going to keep coming because there's so many aspects here, but just wondering, what's your hot take on Mark Cuban's hot take?
Big Mark Cuban fan. He makes up some great points, but he's not actually coming out here and saying that Google and Facebook will be a white knight. I think pigs would fly before the government lets Google or Facebook even sniff around Twitter. Let's be honest here. But I will put forth another white knight, and that is Salesforce. Keep in mind, I believe about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, Salesforce reportedly was kicking the tires on Twitter. Salesforce is an acquisition beast, and at the helm of Salesforce is also billionaire Mark Benioff, who is no stranger to making big plays for media entities. So that is one name to watch here.
Yeah, and I got another tweet I want to respond to here. Mark Cuban, this is just a few minutes ago in response to someone else, I guess, who saw his tweet. So James Lapper saying, if Elon's bid is rejected, I don't believe regulators will authorize other platforms to acquire Twitter, just in kind of like what you were just saying there, Saz. Elon's bid is the best chance of passing the regulation or passing. And if it isn't accepted, the shares will drop below $30 a share and the board will be sued by the shareholders. So another wrinkle there. But Mark Cuban responds, I think Twitter will do everything possible not to sell his company. They will try to get it friendly to come in and buy Elon's share and get Elon shares and get him out. So we know Elon bought about, 9% of the company. Really interesting to think that maybe somebody else comes in. So Sazi, do you think Salesforce comes in not with a better bid, but simply to take out Elon's shares so that the share price doesn't crater to, I guess, his IPO price of $26?
It depends. As Salesforce is still out there integrating lots of large acquisitions like a Slack. Depends if Benioff wants to do a flex against fellow billionaire Elon Musk. But look, where is it written that it's so bad that Elon Musk ultimately owns Twitter? I mean, Twitter's been doing absolutely horribly as a public company the past 2 years, not just the stock price. Look at its financial results. It has just not lived up to expectations. How can Elon Musk do any worse leading Twitter than the folks already there? I don't think he could.
I think he's doing very well with SpaceX as the CEO of that company. Of course, it's private. We don't have to worry about all those pesky disclosures that come along with being the CEO of a public company. But let's go to the Wi-Fi Interactive. I just want to chart a max time period of Twitter one more time. This is a company that has been in a trading range since its IPO, $14 a share at the bottom end, $80 a share at the top end, right about in the middle right now. So not the biggest deal in the world. Actually, I think it's going to give us something to talk about for quite a few days to come.